Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into something that's literally all over your skin, and probably all over your favorite skincare products too, lipids. You've definitely seen that word on the label, but what does it actually mean? What are they doing for your skin? Well, we're about to break it all down.
Really, are they just another one of those fancy marketing buzzwords? Or are they genuinely the secret to getting that healthy, glowing, hydrated skin we're all after? Let's find out.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll cover the basics, what lipids even are. Then, we'll get into how they work as your skin's own personal bodyguard. After that, we're going to play ingredient detective and find them in your products. We'll also ask if you can have too much of a good thing. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the one key takeaway for your routine.
All right, let's jump right in. Section 1. What exactly are these unseen heroes of our skin? Okay, in the simplest terms, lipids are your fats, oils, and waxes. They're totally natural and essential for, well, living. But here's the key part, the thing you have to remember. They do not dissolve in water. And that little property, it's basically a superpower for your skin, as you're about to see. So why are cosmetic chemists so obsessed with them? Because they're the ultimate multitaskers. They act as emollients to make your skin feel soft and smooth. They're also occlusives, which means they create a seal to stop water from escaping. They can even act as little delivery trucks, helping other amazing ingredients get deeper into your skin. But most importantly, they are the literal structural components of your skin's defense system.
Which brings us perfectly to our next section. Let's talk about how lipids create your skin's very own personal bodyguard, the lipid shield.
The best way to picture this is the classic brick and mortar analogy. So imagine your outer layer of skin is a brick wall. Your skin cells, those are the bricks. But a brick wall with no mortar is just a pile of bricks, right? It's useless. The lipids, that's the mortar. They fill in all the gaps, holding everything together to create a strong, protective barrier. When that mortar is weak, the wall starts to crumble. And that's when you get issues like dryness, irritation, and sensitivity.
So what's this special mortar made of? Well, first up we have ceramides. These guys are the stars of the show, making up about half of your entire skin barrier. Just think of them as the hydration masters. Their whole job is to keep your barrier functioning and prevent moisture from escaping. Super, super important.
Next in the mix is cholesterol. And no, don't worry, this has nothing to do with the cholesterol in your food. In your skin, cholesterol is all about structural support. It helps keep the barrier strong and organized, basically acting like a bouncer, managing what gets in and what stays out.
Then you've got fatty acids. You can think of these as the fundamental building blocks, the raw materials. Your skin actually uses them to make other lipids, like those ceramides we just talked about. Plus, they help keep your skin at the right pH level, which is crucial for it to stay happy and balanced.
And rounding out our list is squalene. This is an amazing oil that our own bodies produce. It's a fantastic natural moisturizer and even has antioxidant properties. Now here's a quick pro tip. When you're looking at an ingredient list, you'll probably see it spelled squalane with an A. That's just a more stable version that gives you all the same awesome hydrating benefits.
Okay, so we've got the science down. Now for the fun part in Section 3. How does all of this actually show up in the products on your bathroom shelf?
This is where you can really become a savvy shopper. When you're scanning an ingredient list, keep an eye out for things like shea butter, rosehip oil, jojoba oil, or squalane. Now you know that they're in there specifically to help support your lipid barrier. Each one has a slightly different vibe, from moisturizing to regenerative, so you can pick what's best for your skin's needs.
Let's get a little fancy with a French tip, shea butter, or beurre de karité. It's described here as an emollient and occlusive that hydrates and soothes the skin. What that means is it's a double whammy. It softens the skin and it locks in moisture. A true classic for a reason.
And here's another huge fan favorite, jojoba oil, or huile de jojoba. Its superpower? It mimics the skin's natural sebum. This is amazing because its structure is so similar to the oil our skin naturally produces, which makes it incredibly compatible and a fantastic choice for pretty much every skin type out there.
But here's the million-dollar question. Can you actually have too much of a good thing? Let's talk about the importance of finding the right balance.
So as much as we love lipids, you have to remember that skincare is never one size fits all. The benefits are clear, right? A stronger barrier, better hydration, smoother skin, yes, please. But for some people, especially if you have oily or acne-prone skin, some of the heavier, more occlusive lipids could potentially clog pores. It's all about finding what works for your skin.
And that brings us to our final and most important section, your skin care takeaway. How do we take everything we just learned and put it into action? Here's the bottom line. Looking after your skin's lipid barrier is probably one of the most powerful things you can do for its health and appearance in the long run. It's not about just piling on the thickest cream you can find. It's about being mindful and choosing products with the right lipids to keep that brick and mortar structure strong and healthy. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. Now that you know all this, how are you going to build, or maybe rebuild, your skin's lipid shield?